Welcome to Midnight Mule FPL. I'm Midnight Mule and this is the video for blank Game Week 29 where I show you my plans. But before we do that, let's see who did well in Game Week 28. Top scorer for Game Week 28 in the Midnight Mule Mini-league was Shk. I assume that's how it's said. With Kante, remember that, with 87 points. And he actually made two transfers. First he brought in Kuna, then he changed his mind and took him out again. And that cost him 4 points. But despite that, still managed to top score, so that's pretty good. And that was managed with Captain Salah on 30, Henderson 10, Cucurella 15, Fernandez 9, João Pedro 9, Watkins 9, and that's all. And then on the bench, we had Sells, who wasn't as good as Henderson, and Morello for 8 points. So very nice indeed. And top of our league is Yusuf Arake with Atomic, still there. They managed 59 points. That was with Captain Salah 30, Henderson 10, Cliver 5, and that's all. And then on the bench, Milenkovic for 6. Now, we're coming up to cup season. So the way I run the cup, or I like to do the cup, is I see who I play. In this coming game week, the first game week, I get a bye. So that means I get through. So that's very nice. But we'll follow this every week. And whoever knocks me out, we'll then follow their progress until they get knocked out. Then we follow that person's progress till we get to the final. Just a little bit of fun thing I like to do. So my team, I'm all the way down in 377th with 58 points. That was managed with Captain Salah 30, Pedro Porro 9, and that's all. And then on my bench, nothing. So at least I got the bench right. So 58 points just inside the top 5 million, which isn't great, which was a small red arrow for me. But that's okay. We've got another 10 weeks yet. And in those 10 weeks, I need to try and close the gap on the top 1 million. I'm currently 42 points outside the top million. And yet, despite my performance, thank you very much to everyone who watches these videos and likes, subscribes, leaves comments, etc. It's very much appreciated. So there's a website I like to look at daily called FPL Gameweek, and on there's the Content Creators League. And I like to see who does well that I like to follow and watch, and Praz is currently top, so that's very impressive. Ben Krellin's down in 4th, Harry's in 6th. As for me, I'm all the way down in 74th, and that's currently 21 points behind Heisenberg, who's 28 behind Adam, who's 6 points now behind Yelena, who's didn't have a very good week this past week, so she's back in the picture again. Now, regarding my transfer options, because I could get 11 players out, I was fully intending to roll this game week. So just do nothing. Sit back and relax and watch everyone else take hits or otherwise play a card. Not everyone, but most people seem to be taking hits or playing a wild card or a free hit. However, midweek Trent got injured, so that kind of changed my plans a bit. So now I'm thinking I'll probably sell Trent, and I was thinking buy Munoz, and I know he doesn't play this game week, but I'd want to bring him in any case, so I may as well do it this game week because that releases some funds. But then after that I thought I could actually bring in maybe a Nottingham Forest defender who will play this game week. But the downside of that is I still want Munoz, and I've looked at who I'm likely to play for the next few game weeks. And if I buy a Forest or even a Bournemouth defender this game week, I'm probably not going to play them again. So it's a transfer for the sake of 1 week. So I may go back to Munoz. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do. But that money that releases, I would then take Nweri and swap him for probably Cliver. So the way that would make my team look is this coming game week, I'd have Chris Wood. He'd be my captain. I'm not getting Haaland. No, everyone's getting very excited about him, but I just don't see it. It's not worth me taking lots of hits, as far as I'm concerned, to get in Haaland. So potentially with his mate Milenkovic, if that's who I end up getting, they're away to Ipswich. I'd probably have Cliver as vice-captain at home to Brentford. I've got Gvardiol at home to Brighton with his mate Foden. I've got Gabriel at home to Chelsea. I've got Robinson at home to Spurs. And then we have Palmer away to Arsenal, Bowen away to Everton, João Pedro away to Man City, and then Areola away to Everton. And that means my bench would be Fabianski, who presumably won't play, O'Shea, who does play every game week, and he's probably going to get 0 or 1 points. So it means if I take a hit, for example, to get in Milenkovic, Milenkovic has to get at least 6 points to make it worthwhile, because if I didn't get him, then O'Shea gets to play. And then Salah, who doesn't play, and then Isak, who's not playing. Then as for the background picture, today is March the 14th, which is Albert Einstein's birthday. I think he was born in 1879, and he's famous for things like special relativity, general relativity, E equals mc squared. But of course, he's most famous for wearing an old mule hat. So there we have it. Who did well in Game Week 28 and my tentative plans for Game Week 29. I'm almost certainly going to make the transfer and take a hit. I just don't know for sure which defender. But we're coming up to the silly season where chips get played, lots of hits get taken, we have the double game weeks. So this is the point in the season where ranks get to change quite a lot. So it's a lot of fun. Hope you have a nice weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.